Majma! Hi everyone. How's everyone today? Hi Oka. How you? Hi Lemonade. We're gonna be doing some Substance Banner Day. Hi Silver. And we're gonna be texturing the ears and tail. So we've got what we modeled last time here. And it is big floofs. So now we need to try and make them the correct colors. So I've got MaknCh3esy's reference in the corner over there to make it easier for you guys to know what we're aiming for. And I know they have said that they want a more toon style than my actual fur that I have on mine. So theirs will be less fuzzy but still super floofy based on the scale of it. So that'll be interesting. And I think first thing we're gonna do is make sure that we have the base color correct. So I'm gonna make sure that I grab that and we'll do a fill layer and set this color to the correct color it should be. That one. So that already gives just basic color. Yeah, floof does not fuzz. Hi Nerf, how you? I think the next thing I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna add a little folder and we can call this light floof, I guess. Because this is going to be the other parts of the floof. So let me make sure that we grab the correct color for that. So then put this there. And then we just need to throw a black mask on this. And now we can start painting over the sections that actually need the floof. I'm doing pretty good. And hi Jaden! Okay. So we need all that section to be the thingy, which it looks like that is just this material here. Oh, hang on, we need to change how this thing works. We've currently got it set to tangent wrap, and it needs to be UV, and it needs to be texture size. There we go. Now it's not overdoing stuff. Oops, too far on that one. There we go. So now if we tab back over to the 3D view, now the inner floofs are the correct color. So that is a good start. The challenge, I think, is going to be figuring out how far up the tail does that lighter floof go. Because I think probably about there-ish. What's up, Silver? Oh, I don't... we might have a problem here. I might not have done the UVs correctly. Yeah, that is some fighting on the UVs. 'Cause this is not doing that correctly. That is a sign of a bad UV map. Do I want to go and fix the UV maps? Or do I want to deal with it and make it work? Because it's fur, it's gonna be forgiving. No, you should not, Silver. I think we might be able to just make it work enough? I don't know if we want to do that, though. It's that's pretty accurate there. Twitch takes their cut when you buy the bits. All the bits go to the streamer. I don't remember how much it costs. Bring that in. Erase that bit. Ah, no! It fighting me. It's wrapped around so much there, and I don't like that. Struggles. Alright, we're gonna change to UV alignment, see if we can't fix that on this one. Okay, so it's that edge that it's fighting, which I guess makes sense. Mustang shouldn't be spamming in chat. I'm kind of expecting you to police Mustang a little bit. Yeah, but you can at least keep it off the keyboard enough. Man, this really goes quick. Bring that out a bit. That might work. If we add like a couple other swoops, I think that'll probably function. I'm free. Very nice, Eternal. Let's change our brush on this, I think. Where are all of our brushes? Brushes.
Hey Cat, this is Blender. Go ahead and save before I crash again.
That doesn't quite work, but I should save. Thank you for the reminder. Ooh, that is a long shift, Eternal. Glad you got some time to yourself. Maybe we try another brush. Because I want something that has a bit of give to it. Oh, that one actually kind of works. Maybe not. Yeah, no, it doesn't. The chairs are orange? That's an interesting detail. Oh, puppies, yes. Thank you for the reminder. There you go, puppies. Oh, definitely not that. Not quite that either. This one? There we go, that's the one we need. Of course it's called the fur brush. Metal of the chairs is painted orange. Nice, nice. So let's do... Nope, not that. Come on. Maybe other way? No, definitely that way. There we go. That's the type of stroke I was looking for. And then add second swoosh. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Swoosh here. If you had to turn on a stabilizer. It's a catfool. That is awesome. Is that the right way of doing this? I feel like working it back and forth, it'll probably be fine. Let's see, I feel like it'd be too much work to make an in-ground pool shaped like my logo. It's been a while since I've heard Alfred's name. Oop, almost. Yeah? No, that doesn't work too well there. Maybe over here. It almost works, but it has such a long extended. I'm debating if I need to actually go back and alter the UVs, because that's gonna kind of kill it. So I guess we're gonna have to pull up Blender and actually mess with the UVs on this. Which is a shame. Let me pull up the project. And we'll see what we can do. I thought there was like a 50-50 chance of whether or not I had forgotten to do the UVs on it. Luckily it is just the ears and tail on a texture, so it should be fine. Hi Thaddeus, how you? I do remember that one, Eternal. I remember that was for his, like, it was an interview that was happening because he had a role in the movie Penguins. Or the Madagascar movie Penguins. Penguins of Madagascar, that one. Took me a second to get there, but I got there. Unity is taking a while to load. Just load up Unity so that I could load up Blender. I wasn't expecting to have to do that. I really should have, though. I could probably make it work, though, if I'd just be more stubborn, but I don't know if that's the right way of doing it. Yeah, because there is so much fight there. All of those times it just goes off in a random direction. It's a struggle. There we go. It'd have to be like that. Which does work, but does have issues. Because then it creates those big gaps where it's just not cooperating. Not supported error? What's the full error on it? Because I don't know what error that is. So were you using the weight painting video for help on how to do the bones? I was debating on whether or not I was going to change how my YouTube members are set up. and get rid of the second and third tiers and just set the video to public instead of to members only. I haven't decided yet. Because I have not been able to keep up with my original goal of 1 video per month for members. It's just not happening. Hi Viola, how you? Unity is still booting. But we at least have a direction this is going. We just need to make it better. 1 video per 2 months? I think I've already messed up that too, haven't I? Because, let's see, when was the last members-only video? The last members-only video was in January. That's 6 months. I am bad at this. Oh, Volia. Sorry. I struggle to read sometimes. I just thought you were very musical. Is Unity actually? No, it's still saying hold on. That's a good question. How many members are there currently? YouTube says I have 1 total member. You're the only member, Eternal. Yes, it is in fact you. So yeah, I might lower it to just the singular tier. That is still just the members get content early, but nothing exclusive yet, just because I can't keep up with it. I'm at least good about the Q&As members get early and that kind of stuff. So I could do that much. Where is... Not that one. Need models. Avatars? There? Maybe? No? Where is it? Under model, it should be. Oh. Hi, Eternal. Alright, now I'm pulling up Blender, and I should be able to get that thing. You can't hear the scratches? Is it just too quiet? Do I need to raise the volume of the scratches? Because if I do, here, let me do the boop. If you can hear the boop, then it's just that the scratches are too quiet. Where's boop? There's boop. I have that one. Hydrating. Did you hear the boop though? Why the bunk? Wait, I can turn up the sound of the scritches. You heard the boop? Okay, so it's just that the scritches are too quiet then.
Leave your progress.
I will save in a second, but it's going to be wrong anyways. Test as well for audio issues. Yeah, just about. Oh, the volume's already at 1. Like, that is the max volume that has. Do I just have Vinian turned down? No, Vinian's full volume there too. Can I go above? No, that is the max volume. So that is just somehow already at the max volume. Hi, duck. Wait, I just realized my hearts were 2 different colors, weren't they? The file is not in the wrong place. I hear it triggering. It's just a quiet thing. I might have to like drag the file to a recreate the. Yeah, I do have two different colored hearts. I might have to take the file into Audacity or something and manually like make it louder there. You didn't hear the purr either? Okay, here, let me just do a different thing then. Let me do filters on that. And then that one. And then let's try that.
Eternal 2319 sent 5 to say. Snuff sniff snuffle.
Wait, is... Why is that not... Okay, you hear purrs, so it's not... Not that. Here, I'm gonna... We'll pump it up that much. We'll see if that much gain on it works better. Just got different people either able to or not able to hear purring, which is a weird one. Oh, right, hang on. I'm glad I haven't shared this yet. Let me make sure that that has something else on it too, otherwise that's gonna be trouble. Because I was about to swap over to where you could see Blender, but I kind of forgot that clothes weren't enabled on that yet. There we go. I mean, louder purring is nice. Wait,
Eternal 2319 sent 5 to say. You smell nice. Kinda like blue and. Eat that popcorn?
They should be pointing at the same file. Here, I can even sanity check that. And then sounds, animal, purr. That one. There we go. Okay. I've now made sure that they're both pointing at the correct one. There we go. Yeah, I did freeze for a second, because anytime it opens the file explorer through the thingy, it doesn't like it. Alright, for this. Properties. Blender. There we go. So now we can actually see things. So then if we grab the ears and tail, this one, and then, oop, frick, that's not how you grab the ears and tail, that one. UV editing, oop, no, don't focus on the feet, that's not where we're trying to work right now. Alright, so now what we need to do is redo the UVs. So we need to go UV, unwrap. I mean, I guess that'll do? That's not, yeah, that's not ideal though, because the little floof bits end up very clustered here. Though the ends of the floof will just all be the same color anyway, so that doesn't matter. We don't need pixel density there. So that should be fine. Because we're going flat, but with, like, painted textures. So that should be accurate. That should be fine. That, of course, does mean that we're gonna have to redo all of the painting. But that should work. I think before we get much further though, let's move these guys up here so they have a bit more space. Move this guy out so these guys have their own space. We've got all of this real estate to work with, and of course the tail takes up most of it. Because just size comparison. The mesh just being on the texture scares you? What do you mean? I mean, usually I would do UV cutouts and whatnot. I'm just being lazy, and it's not really necessary on this one, because it's all one thing, and the tips of the fur that we're dealing with.
Eternal 2319
like,
sent 5 to say, me want bite Keidakat.
No, do not bite me. No bite. So save this. Make sure that we select the actual ears and tail and stuff. Where is it? There it is. Wait, are the... Oh, right, we have two different options for tails, because we originally gave them that option or that option, and they decided this option was better. So I want to select both of those. We go to layout. Select both again. There we go. File, export, FBX, and then make sure that we have this under the correct folder. This should be under our accessories folder. That one. Usual presets. So that should work now. So if we go to the actual substance painter again, let me change the window quickly. There we go. Substance painter. And then we reload the mesh. Edit, re-import mesh. So now, yeah, stuff is misaligned, which is what we expected, because we've changed where the mapping was. So that should be pretty easy to just delete that fill layer, and then to have it redeclare that... come on. Oh. Why is that? Black mask. No, hang on. I messed up something. I just deleted the thingy entirely, didn't I? So light floof is what we call this one. And then this has the light color. Come on, select the thingy correctly. Mustang is making Mustang noises. Of course, you Mustang. There we go. So now we add black mask to this. We want this to cover those. What do you do with them? Give them love.
I sure do feel like crashing soon. Be a shame if you saved your progress or something.
Alright, we save. And then go to 2D only. Yeah, as we thought, these are all the inner floof. Oop, I forgot that we need to swap this to texture space and UV space. Oops. How to do best to cover this. He bites? Yeah, he Mustang. And you have taught him to bite. You need to teach him not to bite. Alright, that should cover those bits. Oh, hang on. I accidentally did the inner ear as that light floof color. The inner ear should be the darker color. So we want 2D only, and then we want to erase the inner ear, because those no. Do not bite him back. Okay, so we got the inner ear no longer colored weirdly. Now we gotta do the tail floof. So we probably want over here. That did actually end up looking super floofy, didn't it? Oh, this is too calm music. Next song. Still too calm. That's better. I think that's a good start. So then, from here, let's do... we'll start with the darker area first. So we've got the base color down, but we want to change the... probably change the roughness to be rougher. There we go. So that gives it less shine. That's looking a lot better already. Because this should be mostly flat. And then, do we want any metallic on here? Maybe just a bit. It's like a light amount of metallic there. So that's already looking better. And then... I think let's see what we can do for that normal. Because if we grab... so we don't want this layer, we can get rid of that layer, get rid of this layer. Maybe if we find a material that has a bit more fur-like texture. Actually, let's just show all fur. What have we got? What options? So we've got fur brush, different fur brush, some fracture effects apparently, fur textures, fur brushes. No fur material? I would have thought that we would have a fur material. Hang on, what about smart material? Didn't we have like a Yeti or something? Cool.
Eternal 2319 sent 5 to say, I hope you know I'm gonna be listening to this stream tomorrow during work.
Well, then it'll just be a co-productivity thingy. That sounds like a great time. Oh, I could do wood. Wood would be good for fur usually. Let's see what else we can find first. Because I swore I had like a Yeti material or something. Let's try randomly. Let's do this one. So we'll put that lower.
Eternal 2319 sent 5 to say, how many bits for a Keidakat swear?
No, I'm not swearing on stream. Not intentionally, anyways. UV projection. So then if do this as rotate that way. That kind of gets there, but it doesn't have quite the swirl to it, does it? That way is more swirly. I think that works better. And then, does that work on the ears too? Yeah, mostly. So if we do that, and then, yeah, no, not 10k. Don't 10k. I think larger on that. And then we don't care about color. If we move that up then... Oops, not to there. That's too far up. Like there. So now that does the same roughness and stuff. Do we like having its roughness? It's apparently rougher than we had it before, I think. I think I like our metallic better, but we'll keep the roughness. No, not 32k either! Also, I don't know if I did that hydrate, so there you go. We'll go ahead and save again. So then we don't care about any of the color options. Vein density. How does that change things? We like lower density or higher density? The other thing, though, is I do want to do filters, stylization above this one. And then set this to painterly? There we go. So now we have more of a painted look on the fur. Though it doesn't quite match up on this side as much as I would want it to. Maybe we need to do 2? Like have this as a mask or something? I'm noticing that there's a big just spot there that's not doing anything. Don't spend that much on bits. That's a lot to spend on bits. Let's try, instead of UV projection, let's try cylindrical. And then move that down. Rotate that along that axis. Oh, that is like on point with the tail tip there. Oops. Oh, frick. I had it good at one point, and then it just didn't. But the thing is that even if we had it good in that one spot, if it's not good everywhere else, then it's not good. Oh, but that does actually curve well. I'm not too unhappy with that, actually. Because that feels like it swirls. You want to bite the tail? You should not go around biting people's tails. That's not good. That. Yeah, it does seem like it would be a nice tail to be wrapped in. Or reduce the knots. What cracks are there? I do like the cracks. Cracks feel like they're just deeper sections of floof. So do that. Cracks contrast. So we'll do like there. Notches. Do we like the notches or not? I guess we do. So notches. And then... do we like the worn fibers or no? Like that. And then how does that look on the ears? Yeah, I thought it might be a problem on the ears. So this one is going to be tail fur. And we're going to add a white mask and then get rid of it on the ears. And yeah, do not bite my tails, Silver. Ooh, actually, if we just use that and then just do that, that's almost working. I think I just need to lower the opacity. Reduce hardness. Because then we get the fur texture back in there. My tails are definitely super fluffy, but do not touch them without permission. Not allowed. So this method kind of goes away from how flat we're trying to go. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. That kind of works. It would be cool to have them visible on stream, but it's tiring to hold them up all the time. Yeah, and I did not mean to make you cry, Silver. That. Just up there. Come on. Proper streaming is fun. Step further. I feel like I still got too much around here. I am glad you forgive me. You did apologize a bunch. You want to see the uncat shapeshift again? Well then redeem the shapeshift. It is there and available.
Eternal 2319 wants cat to shapeshift. Uncat Whitehead.
Okay, that's a lot though. I don't even know if those are gonna work well together. Cause uncat's easy. Uncat I can do. But wide head on top of that? Let's see. So if we do that one, and then like that. That's too wide a head. I feel bobble-headed. Ah. Hang on. Maybe a little bit less than that. Yeah, there we go. That's at least better. Now I don't feel like I'm gonna fall over. Should I be concerned with that, Silver? I mean, I could squish on Y to look wide, but why shrink space for brain? Why not just Alright, and then back to coloring this. Hardness. We'll just go ham on this. We don't want any of this here. Small brain can dodge? I mean, I am shapeshifter, I could be whatever size I like, so technically yes, but no. Listen. I am half orange cat. I do share brain cell with orange cats. But I do have brain of my own, because I am half blue cat. And blue cats are smart. The height I usually settle at is 5'6". It's just comfortable medium height. That's why that's the height that I usually am in VR chat. So then we need to duplicate this layer. But this one is gonna be called ear fur. And then invert the mask. There you go. Raspberry. EP music. Skip. Skip. That one will do. And then up. So this needs to move around. Probably need to change that to triplanar, maybe? And then scoop that up. Up. That. Maybe. What? How high do I need for a little shelf above your head? Oh, for a roll? No. not putting there. Because I've had multiple times where I've tried to edit shorts from stream and stuff, and I'll just have little critters walking in front of my face and stuff, and with how I was trying to do masking and stuff, it caused so many problems. So it's just, no. You guys can run across the side, you can run up top, or below me, but not in front of my face anymore. You just use the boop Keidakat. It's over, you don't roll for that. Shrink. Oop, too far shrunk. That needs mirror. That not work with mirror? That looks like it both mirror and don't mirror. I'm confused what's happening there. It's like, this one looks fine. This one's a correct direction, and the other one's just not. I mean, I could put you guys behind me. Because that's just doing, if I do that, now you guys run behind me. So yeah, I cover you now. But I feel like that looks less good. Direction, crop that side. There we go. And now if we turn on... Oh, that mirrored the entire thing. Hang on, where's the symmetry option? There should be a symmetry option. That one. That's not where symmetry is. How do I fix where symmetry is? Because that ain't it. There we go. Kind of. Yes, and what is... Why is... What? Why do like that? That not how it'll work. Ah. You did roll 15 for head pats. Oh, nope, that's a me. Hang on. Yeah. Here, Silver. You pat my head. There you go. And a toss. But that's not where I threw you. That way. Okay, well, you're bouncing off the walls now. Okay. So snap symmetry to origin? I don't think how that work. Because it was at origin, but that's not... It's not what it was doing. You are bouncy. I think that is, like, the correct spot. It's just doing weird lighting thing, I think. Yeah, I have, like, very central thingy. It's cause, like, it would part down the middle, but then it's just oof. It has almost been enough time that I can turn off the shapeshift because my head is so wobbly. Boss battle? Oh, are you wanting a stream avatars boss battle? You like the uncat. I mean, I may be adorable, but I'm already missing my ears and tail. I feel less expressive without them. Seven for head uppies. Whoop, toss. Alright, that been enough time. So we can swap that back. And then... Cat! Yay! I have my ears back. How are we doing this?
Be a bad boy and watch me find it out for myself.
I just like the ears more. Ears better. I hear better. You're gonna start rolling for head wiggles? I just do head wiggles sometimes. It's just the shake off. Having density, that's what we need to mess with. I feel like less dense is probably better. Maybe something like that. Something's funky with that. let's do... Instead of that, we'll do spherical projection. And then rotate that up. Rotate that way a bit. And then change scale, I think. And then move it so that it is more centralized.
I sure do feel like crashing soon. Be a shame if you saved your progress or something.
I will save in second. Think like that. I think that works. That might be too much though. So we'll save. Also, hi Hooded. Actually, maybe we need like even lighter on that. What is best way of doing that? Reduce vein sharpness. And then reduce cracks. Reduce notches. Okay, so notches is what it's messing with there. Getting somewhere, I think. I think that is a good blend of flat and also still having fur detail. Even in a ball. Very nice, very nice. Oh, the inner floof don't quite work with this fur pattern though. So we want to go to 2D only. Oh, what's going on there? Which one is that one on? So that's on this one. We need to do white. Bring this back. There we go. And then on ear floof, set that to black and get rid of it on these ones. No? Oh, is it because you're inverted? Does this need to be white? Yeah, it does. So we've now got that. That also probably means that that needs a little bit there too. Okay. And we'll get rid of the inner as well. None of that should actually have the thing. There we go. So now if we swap back to the 3D view, yeah, now it's all flat on the inside, and we've got the floofs back to normal. Now we have to try and do the fur texture of the inner floof. And then we can go through and add the additional colors. So I think we want to duplicate this one. And then we're going to get rid of, or add black mask there. Go to 2D only. And then we can just color in these only. And that should isolate just that. Get rid of that one there. 3D. Okay. So now we've got those. Now we just need to angle the fur in them better. So I think, like, that'll do. So now we've got the inner floof. So is that what we want? Because we want something that looks super floofy. Maybe that? Yeah, I think I like that one a little bit better. It just feels a little bit more like kind of curvy floofy, which is what we want. So now we've got the normals done, because we've got all of the fur placed, essentially, and we've got the base colors down. Oh, though we do need the inner ear color. So let me quickly go grab that. So we'll put this in so do we even need that in? Well, I guess we've still got that stuck like that, so that's fine. That'll just be our paint setup. So we'll do same thing here, call this one inner ear. We've got hugs going on. Wait, what? Being paid for what? What did I miss? Oh, overtime. Being paid for overtime does sound nice. Because you had overtime that was... Who knows what your paycheck will look like. I feel like that's a dangerous question, noted. There we go. So we've got the dark color there. And then add black mask. Swap to 2D only. Get this filled in. There we go. So that is the dark inner ear now in place. And then what bit are we missing? I'm wondering if I want to try an export and see how it looks in Unity itself at this point. See how it looks alongside the hair. Oh, actually, the inner floof of the ear looks like it has a different color. So I think we'll try that first. So to this, we'll add a paint layer. Actually, we'll do this as another fill layer. That way we can see what color it is. And then we'll add this as a black mask. Now we should be able to just paint this inner fur. Why is that mirror so far off? Is that equal? I can't even tell. Doesn't quite look it. Maybe 1.2 or 0.12. No, that's too far. So then 0.909. Okay, that looks even. They added weekly rewards to Twitch? And all good-headed. I am also slow because I'm fiddling with things. So the swap brush to something that we have a little bit more control over, I think. This one. Now we just color all this inner floof. Let's see, is that functioning on this one too? Looks like it is. Box! Struggles! Box struggles! We've learned. But I unlearned. What have I done? Hi. Right, get this colored in. Okay. Put there, and then this lower bit here. Yeah, and this side here. Alright. So I think... Oh. Okay, mirror don't work, apparently. Because that side looks great. This right side looks amazing. And then you go look at the other side, and it's just... So we'll turn off the mirror, and we'll fix up this side. Because clearly we got the symmetry off a little bit. Which is a shame. But sometimes it happens. There. So we get the lower section. And now we need to start erasing this side. Oops. Eraser is so big. Why is it so big? We need smaller eraser. Smaller. There we go. And then erase up here. And over here. I think that's good. So now we've got two sides that look alright. Alright. Shall we try exporting this bit and seeing how that looks when we throw it in? Or is there something else we need to do? Maybe this bit needs to have roughness and metallic on it so that it can be not reflective. How did that end up with more metallic? Eh? Oh, because I went super not rough, so it should be pretty rough. Like there. There we go. That feels better. Oh. Probably should do the actual tail fur separation there. Kind of forgot that bit. Because right now I've just kind of very much got placeholder of fuzz. So we want to push that back and forth. Found fur worked well last time. This one. So let's see if we can do something with it again. So if we do like small to big. For what? Bigger size than that? Is this really fur? It's kinda working, kinda not. It's getting somewhere. Go close on that one. Yeah, it seems to be working well. Until we mess up something like that. Actually, what is going on with the fur on this side? I'd want it to curve out more like that. Go like that direction. But it is very clearly doing that. Which is not what we want. I'm gonna need to fade out the fur there. I might. How do we want to do that? What if we duplicate layer, hide that one for now, and then we'll go through and remove any that are in clearly the wrong spot. Is that even doing anything? Ah! Put back. Stop trying to move. What are you doing? Ah! I struggle. How are you? You're that one. So why is that not removed? Okay, there we go. That remove. And then we need to just ramp up the softness of the brush. Hey! Rude! I need to see. Reduce the flow a lot, I think. So there we go. Getting something like that. And then what if this one... Can we get this to rotate? Something about there, probably. So then not on this side, where it has that nice curve that we like. And then not as much over here. Do some over there too. It's got this weird corner there though. So maybe we bring back there. And then get rid of this one there a little bit. And then do both have that there? I guess both do. That's a weird thing there though. Why is that there? It's not even like an edge. Why? Oh, I guess it's that one? I guess because we didn't get that lined up well. Gotta fix that, because that's gonna bug me otherwise. Because that central bit needs to line up with the tip of the tail, I think. Like that. So then we'll remove this one. Remove that layer entirely. And then... yeah, that actually flows the fur a lot nicer too. At least on one side. So we'll duplicate mask again. This time we will remove mask, add black mask to that one. Now then. Can I not see the UV transformations again? Or the, what is it? The projection thingy? Because that is getting in the way of what I'm doing. No manipulator. There we go. Alright, so now we can see things again. Is this set to white or to black? This is set to white, good. Okay. Because we do like that spot there. And then makes not much sense there, so not that one. Do we like it over here? Why is that not affecting that? Oh, that's probably with the weird spot there, so we probably don't like any of this. Black, please. There we go. So we say no to that. There we go, so we'll get that reduced. And then over here is also a no. And then down this side is going to be no. There we go. So we've now got the one section that actually looks good on that fur. Need to reduce this as well, I think. Now let's see if we can't get this other section to look better too. So we'll actually just delete that. Nope. We want to remove the mask for now. Can I not delete mask? Remove mask. There we go. So we now have that back. And then let's go for... let's try a triplanar projection on this one instead. And even hide this one first. So now we can see exactly what's going on with this. And then how does this one wrap around? So this wraps around that way. So if we're wanting to prioritize that, maybe we do rotation other direction like that. And then How does that look? Getting somewhere.
Eternal 2319 sent 5 to say, Mother, I crave violence. Can we rob the French of their bread?
Safe.
I like the scritches. Thank you for the hello scritches, shiny. And no, we cannot rob the French. Not allowed. And thank you for the reminder to save. Let me go ahead and do that. Wait, why is that not rotating anymore? Eh? Rotate but no rotate? Confuse. I guess it's just not updating in live? Hang on, have I got some other texture that's messing up the tail there? Because there's something weird going on. Actually, is this view not even updating? What's going on? Because stylization removal should do something. Okay, yeah, something's not going right with this. That's not a great thing. Why would that do that though? So that updates. But hiding other stuff don't? Like, there shouldn't be any light visible now. I do like head pats. And where's Lemonade's stream avatar? Back to looking for Lemonade's stream avatar. Where is Lemonade? Confused. Wait, how did you get up there? That shouldn't be possible! Can I even grab you? I can't even grab you there. There is a thing there. There shouldn't be, but I can't remove it. Alright, I think we might have to relaunch this at this point. Something's going weird with it. So what I'm gonna do is... oh, maybe it's because it's doing stuff in Unity. Maybe that's why. Wait, what? You fixed it. What? Confuse. Why can't know? What I do? Save? Okay, I will save again. I've saved a lot and nothing has changed since I last saved. No, not closed stream avatars. I'm trying to figure out why the substance painter isn't updating either. It might be that Unity is busy and taking all of the processing power, but that doesn't entirely make sense either. Because it's not having visual lag, it's just not updating, which is a new one. It being weird. Wait, why did I win the Battle Royale? There we go, hydrated. Do not do that. That bad idea. Potatoes bad. Unless they're in gnocchi. Gnocchi is yummy. And some french fries. But that is not just nuking a potato. wonder if my Unity is just entirely messed up. It's not cooperating. Oh no, it is actually changing stuff now. Is it that Dropbox is having troubles? I'm gonna pause the Dropbox sync. And we'll see if that lets it start cooperating. What if we delete? Oh, it doesn't even want to delete the material right now. What did I say? I tried to say material, I don't know what came out. That not a great sign. So we're gonna do some things. First thing we're gonna do is I'm going to properties, change which one we're looking at. We're gonna go look at Unity because it's also got a problem over there, and I'm gonna close Substance Painter and reopen it. I got stuck. It was trouble. Alright, and so yeah, I noticed a little bit of problem with this, cause tail not cooperate. Tail decided it is literally the height of MaknCh3esy's. It's over the height of MaknCh3esy's. Alright, but let's see if we can fix the ears and tail at all. Cause I think I exported it in a slightly different format than it was expected. Yeah, because that's not even detecting its armature, which is odd. Did I not grab the armature? I swear I did. Let me double check that. I did not. Okay, that's on me. I exported wrong. So let's retry that export and see if we can't fix that, because not exporting the armature does have problems. So we exported that, and now we wait for Unity to refigure out what it wants. And yeah, it is huge in VR too. I think one of the things that I might have to add as like a final thing on the avatar is just a toggle to shrink the tail for if they're ever in like a big group setting and don't want to bash people in the face with their tail all the time. 'Cause it could happen. It is so big. Only no, we're not making it even bigger than that. It's already a stretchy tail. If they want it bigger, they just have someone grab the tail and run off with it. Don't call me a coward for that. You can't say I'm wrong either. There is a way to make it bigger. There's just not currently a way to make it smaller. And yes, you did do that. You stretched it clear into the other room. I don't even know how far you could stretch it. It'd be super far, I'm pretty sure.
Eternal 2319 sent 5 to say, does cat stretch like a cat when picked up?
I can. It depends on what mood I'm in. Sometimes I just go ball. Other times I will just limp and stretch. If I want down, I'll do the kickies. So sometimes I do kickies. I'm already up. If you look up there, I'm already up. Recent projects, make sure that that's open. Okay. So I have got Substance Painter fixed now, so I can swap back to that one while that processes. So we'll swap back to Substance Painter for now.
Eternal 2319 sent 5 to say, give your model uppies.
I don't want uppies. I don't... Freaking I can, but... Hang on. Wait, I might actually have a shortcut for this still. Do I still have a shortcut for this? I'm curious now. That kind of... This is not the right place. Hi, guys. You can see my eye. I used to have a camera toggle for upside down, and I don't think that's where it's meant to be. I also had zoom. I can be close, which does work. I am here. But then I've got whatever this one is, which isn't right. I've got to the right, and left is not working either. Okay, so the only ones that are working currently are default, left, and well, I guess that's right, isn't it? I don't know. The default, this one, and then the zoom. That is a good question. Why is there scaffolding in my eyes? I shapeshift, but that doesn't mean I'm fully coherent about it all the time. So hang on, which ones were the correct ones? Now I'm curious. Because there's default, which is correct. There's right. So cam 2 is incorrect. And cam 4 is currently zoom. This one. So if I wanted to do like an upside down one, where would I want to be upside down is the next question. Does it be... like that? That upside down good? Or should I scoop myself up more? There we go, I think that's funny. I'm just entirely covering chat. Nothing to see here. If you want to try something, what do you want to try? Should I be concerned? Ah! Yes, the box works upside down. Gravity is backwards here. Ah, struggle. Ah, I'm getting a little dizzy. Ah, is my face not already red? Ah, hang on. Can I at least save this setup? Ah, that was not an invitation to do with the duck thingy. Where is it? Miscellaneous. And then set this
Hey, Kat,
slot
this is Blender. Go
as
ahead and save
slot
before I
5
crash
is upside down. Yeah. And then save current. There we go. So now if I do back to normal, and then if I hit that one, now I'm upside down. And it's very goofy. Yeah, it would not work as a short. It's way too close for a short. Alright, now back to figuring out which one of these is causing the trouble with the tail. Because I feel like it's gotta be one of these... No? You're in secret place again? Yes, you are. So why is that not working there? Is that just weirdly stretched UV? I guess it is, because it's doing it on that one too. Add a black mask. There we go. So now if we color this one. Yeah, that is UV troubles there for sure. As long as we can get it looking acceptable, I'm not going to be too fussed about it though. I should get that to be one with more spread though. Too slow. Size. There we go. Now we're starting to have something that makes a bit more sense. Not fully yet, but we're getting there. I can figure out orientation though. Because I really don't want to have to redo all of this again by going and changing the UVs. That does not sound fun. Side. Got some nice competing fur there. Probably add like a touch over here too. Turn down the strip opacity so it's even less. Just because we want a little bit of collision there. Something where it doesn't feel like a nice, neat edge. Because this should not be a nice, neat edge. Maybe do the same on this one. And up strip opacity a bit. There we go. It's almost like cross-hatched on the top. Which tail is behind this one? So we need to get this back a little bit. Yeah, that area is to prevent critters from falling off, but it is apparently getting abused. I might have to try and make a change so that that doesn't happen either. We'll see, though. I make no promises yet. Wait, is that not the one? That is the one that's having the trouble. So why are you still there? I suppose it is harmless. It is. Why do you do this? quiet misbehave. Oh, because I've still got it on white. It should be on black here. So then turn down the stroke opacity. That way we can fade this bit out more. There we go. Bring that back so that it can see. There we go. Something like that. And then this one is responsible for that lower section there. It's a little bit too much. No, ear fur needs to stay above tail fur. Wrong one. Ah, stop trying to move it! Get rid of that. There we go. So something like that. I think we might need to tweak the stylization a bit. So let's see what we can do about that. Try hand painted. So stylization should actually be above all of them, shouldn't it? Come on, go up, 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 up. There we go. The stylization on top. So now it should actually start trying to cooperate between the thingies. You had a box as a headlamp? What do you mean? Like just a headlamp in a box? Oh, or were you saying heat lamp? Heat lamp. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought about putting some kind of heat source somewhere around, but it just feels silly. So maybe some other time. Preset. Spell shading. Why is it not seeming to affect the normals that much? So I was used to this affecting the normals more. Oh, hang on. If we do this back to Painterly, and then the other thing that we forgot to do was bake mesh maps. Bake selected textures. And then return to painting mode. That should change this to some degree. So now if we do like cell shading. That didn't do much, did it? Let's try flat shaded. It's looking pretty normal. Heat pad, nah. Just doing something. It's just not doing much to the normals, it doesn't feel like. No, I guess it is. It is simplifying them. Is that how we want it, is the next question. I think this one needs a little less on that tail tip there. Is that other one way better? There we go, something like that. So let's try exporting this texture, I guess, and we'll see what we can do with it. So save, export textures, and then make sure that this is pointed at the right folder. Oh,
Save.
I just saved! Mark those off. Open projects. That one. Assets. Under my folder. Accessories, animal features. That one. Materials. New folder. Textures. Select that folder. Do we have the Playomi one in here? No, I did not. I did not import that, so I need to go import that first. Import resource. Add resource. Add shaders. And then this one. Import that. Lots of people taste salty. I need to go back through the thingy again. Back. Sets. My name. Accessories, animal features. That one. Materials, textures. That folder. And then select the Playomi one. That one. And then should be transparent with dilution of 8 usually is what I go for. Export that. Save settings for later. And then let me swap so that we can go see Unity again. Unity, there we go. And it looks like that did indeed fix those. And then, does this have material on it? It does. It has this material. Which is a Playomi material. That is correct. That is a Playomi tune. I think the way that I'll actually want to do this, though, is let's get rid of this material first. And then we'll duplicate the hair material so that it has the same properties. And then we'll plug in the tail textures and stuff. So we'll go locate the hair material first. Select that. MaknCh3esy's hair. And then duplicate. And then we put that in the correct folder. So that needs to move to the materials. Oops. Did that go to the right place? I don't think it did. Materials. Yeah, it did not. So that needs to go in the materials folder. This one we will call MaknCh3esy's ears instead of hair. Go into this one. I also just realized this was pointing at the wrong material entirely. That needs to point at this one. And then we need to change this one to point at the correct textures. Which is gonna be... unlock that, please. That texture goes with that normal. Fix the normal map. And then... oh, whoops, that's not the normal map. This is the normal map. Fix that one. The other one was the metallic. So that one there. Save that. Back out of there. This one. Can I change this back to what it should be? Easy way of doing that is just drag that in. There we go. Okay, so how is this looking with what we've got here? Select something else. Is that looking in line? Is that shading right? I feel like the color's a little bit off, which is weird. Because I color picked from the same one. I definitely like the shading on it. I think that kind of normal works really well on this. So I do think that's right. Oh, we completely forgot to do the light color here. So definitely need to fix that. Need to tweak that there. But I think that's good direction. We've got good floof to it. So then the only other question is, as far as it fitting with the hair, because the hair looks like it's not quite the color I thought it was. Do I need to just color pick the hair instead? And use that as our base color? Let me actually go find the hair texture and see if I can't just color pick off that. Because I think that might be the way to go then. So let's see if I can locate that. This one. Assets. MaknCh3esy's materials. Textures. And then base color. That's what we want. Open with Keidakat. So we can go color pick off that. Hardest bit now is gonna be finding where any of the base colors are. Okay, we'll do that spot, I think. Or I think that one. Okay, so we'll do Substance Painter again. Let me change the window. There we go. So now if I go to that fill layer that handles the base color, plug in the color I got from the material this time. That should be better. Should being the keyword there. And then we need to go through and tweak the actual line here. This one. Challenge is going to be getting it to be the same thingy now. Because I think that was for something or other. Yeah, we were using this fur. So that'll probably be a good place to start. And then... Oh, no. Oh, I've got it on the wrong one. Get that. There we go. Do like that. Second one there. Yeah, now we're starting to get that floof again. I don't know. I think it's the fact that you can't go all the way across the top, maybe? Or the distance between the place they're standing on the top of the screen versus the floor and the top of the game. Put it there. There. Almost. There we go. That spot. Have a shorter one there. Longer there. There, and then maybe one just big one right there. And I think that should be more feeling like a floof, that makes sense. Though it doesn't go too far on that side. Not over here where it's just like a straight line down. Because it kind of has like this curve to it on this side, it feels like. So is that too much? Could also do just carry this back some.
Save your progress.
That spooked me. So we'll go ahead and save. I got this like not sharp enough. No, I've got it stroke capacity max. Pull that back. And then pull that one back a bit. There we go. That feels more like it makes sense. It's got a bit more of a dynamic curve to it. Not just straight shot. And then maybe like around here, because it kind of fades too sharply, I feel like. So kind of add some of that back. And then over here. That's looking pretty cute. Alright. I think that's the kind of floof we want. So we'll try exporting that texture again and seeing if it works better. And then we'll go properties, Unity. There we go. Let's go see Unity reload. Alright, that does match a little bit better. It still feels like something's a little bit off. Maybe it's that metallic I added. And then how does tail look? Whoops. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I am liking that tail. I wonder if I want to add like a little bit more of the darker fur color underneath this little fur tuft. I think that'll look better. Because it kind of softens too much there, I think. Everywhere else looks fine. So I think we fix that and we tweak the color a little bit more. Maybe we can get it to match better. So what is going on with that one bit there? Is that happening from one of the, like, shading thingies? Or is that just default? Could be the matte cap. Could be the matte cap messing up. So we'll try turning off shading and matte cap and see if that weird extra line still persists, because I don't think that's in the base texture. No, I meant to turn off the matte cap. It's struggling to compile the shader a little bit. It's thinking about it. It's struggling. Okay, so that's not in the matte cap, it's not in the shadings. Is it in the reflection? Okay, it's not. I mean, it is in the default texture, I guess. Just weird. Why didn't I see it? Oh, maybe it's one of the brush strokes. That's probably what it is. That does. So seeing that, our issue is not the reflections. Turn back on shading. Turn back on the matte cap. I wonder, what if we just do... Did we have a color adjust on the hair? No, we wouldn't have, because it would have carried over. So am I just picking the wrong color? There are so many different colors on the hair, though. Grab that one. So we'll give that one a try. And see if we can't fix the random extra brush stroke. So change back to Substance Painter view. There we go. So then we want to change the material color again. So maybe there? debating if I want to just push a bit more desaturated. There we go. We'll see if that helps. See if that gets in line. And then... Okay, so yeah, that is just on the texture as well. So it has to be under the stylization. Yes, it is. We just want to remove brush strokes. There we go. Or do we? Yeah, I guess we do. So I guess we'll give that one a try. This is a lot of just trial and error. Save that. Export textures. Same thing. And then we go pop back over to Unity and see if that's any better. Okay, so now the ears are too dark. Which I thought they might be. I think the inner ear color is probably okay. Though we could do some proper shading on the inner ear too. Because it's looking a little bit flat. And then... Oh, I forgot to do the little tuft down there as well. That tweak. So let's go do both of those. Oops, I ended up accidentally closing that. Swap to Substance Painter. So we'll change color first. Color needs to be a little bit brighter and a little bit less saturated, I think. So we'll go with this one and just manually move it. So value up a little bit. Probably about there. Saturation down a bit. So about there is probably where we're looking. And then light floof. We want to tweak underneath this tuft a bit. I believe it should still be on erase. Yes, it is. So now we can kind of build that up a bit more. Something like that. But we might want to tweak that bit here just a smidge so it feels like it follows better. There we go. So something like that. So now it doesn't feel quite so out of place. It feels like it's just separating from that little bit there. That should do well. And then we want to tweak the ear floof as well. Because currently right now it's very flat. And how do we want this color looking different? We basically want to add a bit of this one to the edges of this, I think. So we'll want much smaller. Put that there. This feels like it's on an entirely different scale. Scale down even more. Yeah, we've definitely got some UV shenanigans going on in here, I think. But I don't think it's gonna trouble us too much. So we just need a little bit of warmth through here. Like that. No. Why are you asking when you can eat paper? Why would I ever say that you could eat paper? No, it was not a paper eating party. You were, in fact, incorrect. This color back. I was rather focused. The ear floofs don't seem to quite be behaving. Maybe that'll help a bit. I don't know whether I've gotten them fully right. Why have you eaten pencils before? Those are not food. If it was because you were a dumb kid, then stop trying to do it now. Alright, let's try that bit. So let's export textures again. Export. Swap to Unity again. There we go. So now that matches. The color on the inner ear looks alright, I think. And then if we look at the tail, yeah, that looks good. Is there anything else that looks like it needs to be tweaked on the ears and tail? Or is that material all good at this point? All that shine and stuff on the tail. I'm quite happy with that. Needs more fluff. But they explicitly don't want the fur that I have. So we can't add the fluff that I have. So I think this is about as fluffy as we can get it while keeping it flat to match the hair. You could have the fluff that I have. I also at some point need to remake Keidakat and do even floofier than on Keidakat, because I can do even floofier than this. I want Keidakat to be all floof. All the floof. I mean, Cat is not very big. I don't think Silver's going with a realistic horse. I'd be surprised. And what I'm gonna do now is quickly grab some screenshots of this so that I can send update to Commissioner. And then I need to decide what else we're doing this stream, because we've still got like almost an hour. Portal? I'm not doing chess. I'm definitely not doing chess. Portal is closer. Like, I could kind of go for Portal if I really wanted to, but I'm not sure if I really want to right now. I am also terrible at chess. So that angle. And then we'll get the other side as well. Oh, one thing I could do is more music stuff. Could pick back up either from where we left off last time, or I could just try and practice piano. I'm not starting Keidakat. I am not starting another project right now. Alright, so I've sent update. So then let me make sure that Unity stuff is saved too. So that should be good. So I'm leaning towards either piano practice or music in general. I think one of those two. I do need to update my to-do list on the rewards tracker. Let me actually do that right now. That is a good thing to do right now. Let's see. So, personal projects on the Discord rewards tracker. VR chat base is still technically in progress. Tanny's is currently marked as complete. Tommy's is technically in progress. I still need to work on the body of his, which is why I've not done it on stream, because Twitch doesn't... I don't know if I trust Twitch to actually go along with the body stuff until I have it looking like a full ball-jointed doll and won't get upset with me. So that one's gonna be a bit later. Bird VR chat avatar, I don't know if I'm actually gonna do that one at this point. That one's very low on my to-do list. Fishing outfit, still something I want to do, but I don't really want to start it. T-shirt design is something I still want to do. Sure, Silver, I guess. You could also DM it to me if you think it's something that it's iffy on stream or something. V5 outfit redo, that is still on my radar. V1 outfit redo as well, same thing. Okay. Actual cat redo. That's the one I actually want to do. That one is pretty up there. Spring outfit. At this rate, if there's any time to start, it'd probably be about now. Because we're getting... Well, I suppose in autumn would probably be accurate time to start. Give me half a year to figure out spring outfit. Commission guide on the website. That one, I'm debating putting commissions on proper hold for a while. So that one I'm not in a rush on at all. And chat commands on the website has gotten done. That one's complete. Showcase all shapeshifts. What was that one supposed to be again? Because they're all on the Discord. But I think I was trying to put them on the website or something. Maybe I need to redo how they're on the website. I'll leave that one on there as not started. Yeah, I did write it. I'm also notorious at frickin' forgetting what is on my to-do list half the time. So we'll add cat chant to the to-do list. That one is... I guess I'm gonna put that as not started. And then, oh, we never did name the song that I made last time. That was kind of the holdup for what I'm doing next with it. I could do that, Silver. Do I still have access to those files is my next question. Oh, that is Too Sleepy of a song. That one's better, I guess. Let me see if I have those files still. This one. This is... that one. And then... it'd be in one of those. So I'd have to pull it open in a new Unity section. I think I'll wait to set that up another time, because I also might just do a... is 30 minutes enough? Not with the project setup. Because that would be the trouble. I'd also want to talk to you about some stuff with that after, or like off stream. So that'll not be this moment. So then let's pull up this one, and then open up that one. There we go. So then if I do... okay, that is on the right one. That one! And we can also hide MaknCh3esy's at this point. And I will pause the music and hide that. But yeah, so I need to figure out what are we naming this song? Because we never gave it a name. It's currently just Cat Piano, which... no. It needs to be more than that. I thought I jotted down some ideas somewhere. Still Positive, I think was one that I had. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is Still Positive a good title for this? Kind of gives waterfall vibes though, too. Or rain. Ooh, Warm Rain. I could name it Warm Rain. I've talked about liking running around in warm rain before. Welcome back, Eternal. What do you think about the names Warm Rain or Still Positive for this song? I'm still trying to decide what I'm calling it. That is actually currently the roadblock for uploading and stuff. Still Warm? Still Warm is a good mix of the two. I'm trying to think, because like the connotation of still warm kind of feels like it's something that is past but still has the warmth of life in it type thing, which isn't quite what I was going for this. Still Positive does still work. I think I'll go with Still Positive. Yeah, kind of like a dead body, which this isn't a dead body. This is explicitly something that is still survived. So we'll keep that as Still Positive. Make sure that's saved. And then, what do we want to dabble with? Now that we've got about 30 minutes. Hearing you out, what is it? Yeah, no, Still Alive doesn't quite work with that. Still Alive is very much Portal. So I think Still Positive works. And yeah, it is reasonable to get nervous with Eternal with that one. Let me pull up my piano thingy as well, since we're going to be dabbling with stuff now. And let me make sure settings on this are set right. Because it's probably, yeah, it's got the volume up. So turn that off. There we go. And then... oh, I am positioned wrong now. There we go. No! Quit trying to attack France! So then... do we want to fiddle with the chant one? Or do you guys want to see me practice piano? That is now the question of where we're at. Because I was... oh, right, piano uppies. Thank you for the reminder. I was learning some Undertale songs. So I could do some of that. Oh, I've got Silver's interest. Play piano? Okay. Let me pull up the thingy. Polling notes. Load MIDI. And then we'll do... Not gonna promise I'm any good. I did only just start practicing these songs today, but I can fiddle around with it. We don't need this bit here. This was... Oh, hang on. I forgot that I turned the volume off on this. That does not help. Let me rewind that. Yes, I did say Undertale. Oh, wait, no, it's that one. You can't hear the piano? Oh no! Hang on. I think I forgot to add a thingy to this. One sec. This is what I get for struggles. For forgetting to set stuff up. Though to be fair, I wasn't planning on doing piano today. So just because that, and then make sure that this has that too. Alright, is that audible now? Okay, it is. So let me go back to the start then. Getting nervous now, I'm messing up. Yeah, I've been messing around with playing home. So the other thing that probably makes it sound better if I hold the pedal. The music is very good. Yeah, Undertale's music is great. Here's where I just haven't even gotten to yet, so I don't know these ones. Yeah, no, and now it's that's a no-go for me there. I have not gotten that far. But I have practiced another one. Let me pull up the other one. This one. I'm not gonna promise this was good either. You wanna see if we can name it? Alright, let's see. It is not Fallen Enterprise. You could place it in the game. Where is it in the game, then? Let's see if I can do it better this time. Yes, it is his theme. There we go. Yeah, I can get the first part, and I've actually got this one section, so it just loops that first part, because that's all I was worrying about today. And it is the umbrella part. It is very, very nice. I do actually have all of the Undertale soundtrack that I could mess around with. So if you guys want to shout out one of the Undertale songs and watch me fail at trying to play it, we could do that. I'm down to try that. Hopes and dreams. Alright, that was quick. Okay, so we got hopes and dreams and your best nightmare. We'll start with hopes and dreams, because that was the first one shouted. Oh dear, you guys are really challenging me here. Oh dear. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to map these out a bit. So I think that's... that? Nope, I got one wrong. That one. Nice. This is gonna sound nothing like it. Yeah, I dropped my heart monitor. Frick. This is... yeah, this one was super hard compared to the other one I was messing with. I could kind of hear it in there a little bit, but it is... that one needs way more practice. Alright, Your Best Nightmare was the next one to mess around with. Let's see. Where is that one? I even have the hidden ones in here. But I don't know what those ones are supposed to sound like. Where is Your Best Nightmare? Shoot, which one is that? Which track is that? I see Megalomania. Your Best Friend is number 3. Once Upon a Time is number 1. And Start Menu is number 2, apparently. Hang on, can I... what if I search the word your in here? No, I only have Your Best Friend... oh, it's probably Your Best Friend, You Know What's Going On. So it's 3.5. Let's try opening that one. See if this is one you thought it was. Nope, I'm off by a key. Wrong one. Whoops. Wrong key. Oops, wrong one. Struggling a bit, but it's somewhere there. Not what you're thinking of? So then, which one were you thinking of then? I wonder which one it was. Because that is definitely the flowy start song there. Here, I can actually switch it to playback mode, and then this should just straight play it. You were thinking of track 79? Let me see what one that one's called while this is playing. Weirdly enough, I don't have that one. I have track 77, and then it jumps to track 80. Did I miss some? Let me double check. Yes, I am just missing some, so I'm gonna go download those two. Because I clearly just forgot them. And then we can go try Your Best Nightmare. That explains why I couldn't find it. Alright, so then we'll stop this, switch back to practice mode, and change this to Your Best Nightmare, and see how this one compares. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, I see why you suggested this one. So that's gonna be... And then down note. Oops. And then it jumps to... I bet it's gonna be odd to listen to at work. Oops. Off by one. Oops. Is it just this looped? Oh, hang on, I missed a key. Yeah. Nope, there it is. Alright, and here's where we end up with a whole bunch of chords that are, like, freaking, you need practice separating these first before you could actually try and do anything that sounds like a coherent song. But let's see if I can break some of it down. That looks like it's... and then it's... And then... Oops, went off. And then... And... that one. And then... Nope, wrong one. This is such a dark song. I completely forgot this one existed. I'm also probably playing it entirely the wrong rhythm to it, because I'm just trying to figure out where all the notes are. Alright. This is using Piano Glow. So let's see, at about 30 seconds is where it is on this. So if we hit play on the playback and get it, there we go. So this is what it's actually supposed to sound like. Yeah, now I'm remembering it. Now that it's actually to the proper rhythm. This would definitely take some practice, because even that was messing with me. Alright, shall we try Megalovania? Just to make sure that we get to everyone's requests. Let's see. Come on. Stop trying to search in there. I just want to get back to the list of them. There we go. Okay. So I remember where this is. This is number 100. There we go. Oop. 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 I could get the first part, but once you start adding two hands, I'm starting to get lost again. Nope. I'm just losing it. Nah. Let's switch back to home again. Let's see how I've changed since playing some of the other ones. 'Cause it's always fun to go back and forth between stuff just to see how it shifts. Let's see if I can go any further on this one now. Because that's also just a crazy gap there. Because that's this note, and then bridges 2 C's to that note, and then 2 C's again over there. So that is not something you can hit all at once. Like, you can't jump 2 octaves with a hand, or at least I can't. There's no way my hand is that big. Ooh, it's raining somewhere else? Yeah, that would be insane. Or not doing 3 octaves at once is insane. But raining somewhere else is one that I should try. I do like that song. No, it's both between those two. That one and that one. There's no way you can frickin' do that and that. It's Raining Somewhere Else is the song we were talking about that we like. Where is that one? I should have that one. Whether I remember that one's tune at all is a different question. There we go. It's Raining Somewhere Else. Got that one. So this is going to be... And then... that one. I think I hit one of those very quietly. Heartache might be a fun one to try. These are also awkward ones, though I think I just misplaced my hand on that one. Whatever. And then... It's gonna go... Oh, and then it swaps over. I didn't even realize the song did that. Oh. Yeah, I've entirely lost it there. And how are those supposed to still be held as the other hand is doing that? But I guess that's a sustain pedal there then. Which is one of the tricky things, because I only have the one pedal. Okay, saving doesn't matter on this one. This is just practice. Heartache was the other one. So let's pull up Heartache. Ah! Struggles! Box! Ah! I got my head out at least. One color per hand? Yeah, there is one color per hand. But it's still... Though also, this one is, the glow piano is estimating which hand is which. Because it's just being fed the MIDI, so it's not actually being fed the bass and treble clef. It's just building those off of the MIDI. Hold with them? Okay, but you see the point there of there are 3 notes being held here, right? Because there's there is this one, and this one is being held on top of all of the other notes that's happening. So you've got 3 fingers held there, and you've got 2 fingers that should reach as high as this note. That don't work. You can't reach that far. My finger cannot stretch like that. At least not while playing piano like this. It is too much brain power to do that. It hurts hand. Heartache. There's Heartache. I do not remember this one at all, so we'll see what happens. Hi, 8-bit! You've caught us right at the end, where we're just playing piano. And then... Oh, you've been here the whole time? Very nice. Minutes. Oh, you're actually saying bye? Have fun at game night! Play this one with autoplay? Yeah, I'll play this one with autoplay. I think I've kind of reached the limit of where I can remember things on this one. Yeah, that was nowhere near what I was playing. I do want to learn this one better. This one does seem fun once you actually know what notes you're playing. Because it does a lot of straight octaves, which are easier. And there's no crazy... Well, I say that, that's pretty big jumps there, but it's still looking possible. Yeah, this is Asgore's fight scene. What other one would I want to do? Because I think my favorite songs are, Home, His Theme, and It's Raining Somewhere Else. But Heartache is really good too. Is this Toriel's? Yeah, it is Toriel's. What was Asgore's then? Hang on, let's go find Asgore's, because Asgore's was good too, but I don't remember which one it was. Oh, Asgore, probably. I'm assuming it might be the song called Asgore. Is this his fight scene? Or fight theme? Yep, there it is. This is another one I should learn. Man, all of the songs are so good. I want to learn all of them. I'm glad we have Eternal here to set us straight. Alright, while this one continues playing, let's see who we want to go raid, because we are at the end of stream. I've actually never played Undertale. I have only watched playthroughs of it. And honestly, it would have been lesser had I played it for myself before watching a playthrough of it. Because the person who I was watching play it named their character something I never would have chosen, and the scene where Azriel speaks to Kara ends up hitting so much harder, just based on past experience for myself. It's one of those happy accidents. Oh, there is a desync streaming right now. Ooh, or there's a Starling song streaming. Lots of good people online. I think we might go raid Star. So it looks like they started 2 hours ago. Is Star ending soon? Or is is Star still going? Because I don't wanna raid if Star is planning on wrapping up soon. Should we go for another hour? Okay. So I think we'll go raid Star then. And I will be back on Thursday, which is a stream I'm super excited for, because we're gonna be back to doing blueprints. But this time I'm gonna be showing you guys the notes, and we're gonna be breaking down and reorganizing our notes like crazy. So you'll see what my Millinote setup is like. And I believe I actually did a little bit between the end of last stream, or last blueprint stream, and this one. So it's already looking a little bit different. So I'm excited to show off how crazy my Millinote can get, and to go through and get all of the screenshots and stuff that we're missing in it to have all kinds of crazy notes. And I will see you guys next time. Go show Star some love. Do it,